Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Zed here with a game, Roo. Got some Roo, everyone loves the Roo against Mad Shorty 16. And the teams are fairly Roo-ish. I've got Togetic on my defensive line and he has Ferroseed. And we both have kind of more offensive mix of guys. But you know, those defensive things are the defensive things, and that's respectively how they work. So, yeah, I'm going to lead with Entei. And you guys know this thing by now, it's Scarfed and it has Eruption and, you know, it's Fire Blast and stuff and mixed in general. So, yeah, kind of thing, how that goes. We're going to lead off with the Eruption. And it's Drapion. I'm like, okay, you don't resist it, and it's at full power, and that's kind of the sound I made, muffled sound when that happened in the game. I'm assuming so anyway, because I mean, I wouldn't really see how I wouldn't be annoyed about that, but it lives with like negative 3.7, and it doesn't make sense to me that that's fair, so that's terrible. So the switch into for Alligator is very, very obvious, so I'm going to pull the double switch to Oh Dear, my Swordsbuck, first of all, just to bring him into that predicament, and then I'm going to predict him to go to Ferroseed and go for the jump kick. So already, you know, I'm looking pretty good. It's just the stupid RNG screwing me over at the start of the game. But aside from that, predictions are good. I know what he's doing, and I'm kind of thinking about it smartly, so I'm going about my business, and it's doing alright. But things are about to turn on their head a little bit, because I'm going to go back into Entei, kind of thinking maybe he's going to go for a Power Whip, or not Power Whip, why would he do that? That would give me not Chlorophyll, the other thing, Grass Juice ability, which raises your attack, I'm calling it Grass Juice, okay? Grass Juice, get hit by a grass move, and your attack raises, yeah, okay. Anyway, he hits me with a T-Wave, and what I do here is I'm going for a Hidden Power, Hidden Power super effective against for Alligators, which is Grass, HP Grass, and I'm just over predicting here. Like, I thought he was going to switch out. I could have easily killed the Ferroseed there if I'd gone for the Fire Blast, but instead, I over predict. He gets rocks up in the process. He also manages to cripple my Entei with a Thunder Wave, and I am in a pretty unpretty situation, if you were to put it that way, which I certainly would if I felt like it, which I do. So I go into Hammer Arm and I miss a Cyberman, that is, who Hammer Arms, and he misses, and he gets off the Iron Head Seed combination, which is brutal. At this point, this Pharisee's pissing me off because I've over predicted on it, and now it's just, you know, I'm getting hacked out on it, and it's generally not creating a very suitable environ for me to be battling within at this current moment. I had controlled the game at the start and knew what he was going to do, it was going well, and I just kind of screw myself afterwards because, you know, stupid shit happens. But, you know, this Leech Seed whole shenanigans going on, and I'm trying to kill it. If that first Hammer Arm hadn't missed, he would have been dead by now, blah-de-blah-de-bar, etc., etc. But he's finally going to go down to a second one, which is beneficial, I guess, but it's in the process going to lose me my my Golurk, which I really would have liked to have. Scarf Golurk is very useful, and definitely would have been a very good asset for the later guys that he actually has on his team, which is, you know, I guess that's a shame that it doesn't really work out there, but what are you going to do? So, I'm going to go to Catsby, and I'm not going to be Nick. I'm not going to go for assist, because, you know, even though Catsby does have assist, I am not really in a position to try my luck at this point, so I'm just going to fake out, get rid of the Drapion, which should have been dead anyway, and kind of just waste myself a wee bit of Life Orb recall, but not to worry. I have a safe switch into Hitmonchan, which is Death Fodder. Death Fodder is always a safe switch in to anything that is threatening your team, and Entei is going to serve as that Death Fodder this time, because he is going to take Stealth Rock damage. He's already paralyzed and has pretty low HP anyway, so Drain Punch isn't going to net Hitmonchan anything, even though it is at full anyway, and it's just going to go down to Life Orb. Now, what I'm going to do here is go into this guy, go for the Iron Head, and kind of hope to take him out, because freaking, you know, Durant's pretty powerful, right? No, doesn't do that, because Hitmonchan is a monster, as you all know, very well, and he's going to live with a smidge, not favourable in any way, because he also is carrying the Mach Punch, which is going to be able to pick off Durant next turn, and the problem being that I don't really have a safe switch in for a Mach Punch, and I really didn't want to switch either, just on the off chance he predicted my switch and went for a Drain Punch instead, which wouldn't have been pretty in any kind of way, shape or form, I guess. So in comes Catsby, which I'm faking out is my my Prioritas right here, my A game, as he's going to go into Scyther, which is... It's going to turn out to be a little bit of a bitch, Scyther. It's a good thing. Really is. You know, Steve likes Scyther, and lots of people like Scyther. And I'm going to try and get a bit of hacks here. Going to go for the flinch hacks, but alas, it's not going to work out because Bug Bite's going to break through the bite flinch hacks, and it's going to kill me. Now, what I really should have done is kept Catsby, because fake out priority would have been very useful later on. I should have really just U-turned straight out into Togetic, and gone for the Toxic and try to go from there. But instead, I decided to let Persian die, and then I also decided to let Swordsbuck die, because unbeknownst to me, Swordsbuck is in fact slower than Scyther, which was just moronic and, yeah, just silly. So this game has gone from me being in relative control to me getting a little bit of hacks, to me kind of going off the rails, and bad stuff happening. But this kind of scenario I've sped up because all it is Togetic and Scyther dueling it out. He had a Lumberry first of all, and then he's just Swords Dancing here, just going for Swords Dances and trying to hit me with Aerial Aces, doing a hell of a lot of damage. But thankfully I have Protect Roost combo going on and stuff like that, so he isn't able to really break through it. In comes Feraligatr, which I think I can live, and which is why I go for the Toxic, because I think he's going to be a physical Feraligatr with like Ice Punch or something, or maybe even Dragon Dance. But no, he has Ice Beam, which of course Togetic on the specially defensive side is not as strong, at least mine isn't, because I've EV'd this thing to be very physically defensive as opposed to specially, and so I cannot take Ice Beams to the face, which is unfortunate, which means I'm gonna crash and burn there, as fucking Ice Beaming Feraligatr is gonna take out Togetic, and that's gonna be the game. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting game, I guess. It was just slightly annoying the way things turned out and toppled over. I was making all the good plays to start with, and then I kind of got a bit off the rails. A little bit of hacks in his favour, but not too much. But kind of threw me off guard and a few stupid plays. But I guess that's what the game is, and that's how it happens. And you have to post your stupidness once every now and again, because otherwise you won't remain human, will you? You'll just, you know, think that you're some kind of Pokemon's god, which clearly no one is, apart from, like, I don't know, some crazy people. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed, you can leave a like. That's going to help me a lot. If you didn't, then you can complain to me about it on my social links below, which are Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. Out of order, because I know I'm a hipster. And that's going to be it, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace.